As a realtor, I am just exhausted from the conversations about this NAR lawsuit. And we're just going to do a full stop and throw some transparency out there. From a listing perspective, I give my clients three options. I know my value, I know what I bring to the table, and so I give you three options. You can do 6%, 5.5%, or 5%. Now, there are instances where that is different, but this is for run of the mill basic situations that there's not something underlying that would need to change that. So, the reason I do that is because I want to show you on paper the services that I offer for those different amounts. I explain to you what those different amounts, what comes with that. I explain to you the benefit of each one for your particular property. I explain to you how it could impact you negatively, impact you positively, depending which option you choose, and whatever you are okay with, whatever you can live with as far as what I'm offering and what you're willing to accept, we agree upon at some point, some way, somehow, we get to what is agreed upon and we move forward from there. Now, there are instances where someone does not see the value where I'm at, what I'm doing, all the things that I've gone through as far as marketing, what I pay for out of pocket, all these different services that I offer to take care of for them. Sometimes we don't come to an agreement, and that's okay. I am not willing to work for free. I am not willing to work for less than what I know value that I have to bring to the table. And if you don't see the value with my explanations on paper, what I'm doing for you for these different percentages, then that is absolutely your choice, has always been your choice. If you want to try and negotiate with me and tell me why you shouldn't have to pay this amount or that amount and we still don't come to terms, I can stomach the fact that you want to have this conversation, but I can also stomach the fact that I may not be willing to come to what you want me to. And that is okay. That has always been okay. I know that there are some crappy people out there that like to say, oh no, this is what it is. But what you are failing to see a lot of times is that it has always been negotiable, but they may not be willing to negotiate. But that doesn't mean that you can't find somebody else. I highly suggest interviewing multiple realtors because you need to be comfortable and happy and feel like you're getting what you're paying for. Now, for me, like I said, 6, 5.5, and 5, occasionally we do something different. The reason I do that is because I pay out of pocket for certain services. I'm always going to do pictures in every package deal. I'm always going to do a variation of marketing for every package deal. And I'm also going to put you in the MLS for every package deal. That is a given, no matter what. However, some properties need more attention to detail. Some need a termite letter. Some need a AC inspection. Some need a pressure washing. Some need a professional cleaner. Some need a professional mover. So some people need all these different things. Some only need one or two of those things. So that is why I do a variable scale as to what, based off of what you need. You may need some things. You may need 3 of those things. And I say, okay, that's 5.5%. And you tell me, well, I only want to do the 5%. And I say, okay, well, then you're not getting A, B, and C. And you say, I'm okay with that. I am going to present to you the pros and cons of that decision. And if you can live with that decision, then I can live with that decision. The only time that really comes into play that I may say, I'm sorry, I'm just not willing to take it on for that, is in the event that I know that if you do not do these certain things, then your house is going to sit and it's going to sit and it's going to sit. And for me, it's not worth my time and investment in putting a house on the market. I am trying to help you sell your house, not just list your house. My goal is to get it sold, not just to let it sit on the market. So there are variances with this, but it is very in tune to the particular client. It is very in tune the way I explain it, the way I go through everything, depending on the client. It's very client centered and focused because that is what matters, is getting you what you want, the way that you want it, when you want it, how you want it, and for how much you want to pay for it. And we come to terms on all of that and we get the job done. So I get it. You may not see the value, but that's okay because you've always and still do have the option to not have to use a realtor, to do it on your own, to find a discount broker, to utilize a flat service fee broker, to utilize just a attorney. The value that I bring is very subjective. So if you choose to use a realtor, interview multiple, because you never know what one is going to offer from the next. And if you connect with it, may not even be about the money. You may be a connection person and you need a certain connection. If it's not a good connection, that's okay. You have options, and I hope that you utilize them. My name is Morgan with Morgan Rountree Realty, and my goal is to help you through this process, to bring value to you so that you can get your house sold. And if you see that it happened very quickly and you didn't have a lot of hoops to jump through and it was an easy process, it's because I did my job right and I made it easy for you. That is why I'm here.